Hello there, and welcome to the January 2013 edition of Media Sales Monthly. When small business owners and decision makers buy advertising, they have some very specific expectations. In a recent Adology research study, 2/3 of all small business owners want an advertising sales rep who knows their company and line of business. That figure is relatively unchanged from what small businesses reported last year. In fact, the top 3 attributes small business ad buyers look for in a sales rep remain unchanged from a year ago. Advertisers want a rep who knows their company, knows their customers, and delivers what they promise. So it's no surprise that what frustrates small business owners the most about advertising is receiving proposals that aren't relevant to their business. Unjustified rate increases and measuring the return on investment are also among the top issues these advertisers struggle with. In an economy that's growing but still a bit uncertain, just over half of small business marketers say that rates do influence the medium they use for advertising. But there's more to the story. 43% say they're influenced by the location of their prospects, and 37% choose their ad placement based on ratings and audience reach. Small business owners are definitely willing to spend money on advertising. The key for media sales reps is understanding the small business buying process so you don't waste the buyer's time or yours. A healthier U.S. economy is leading consumers to once again consider luxury purchases, and knowing exactly who these consumers are will ensure that marketing efforts aren't wasted on the wrong people. A new study from Accenture shows that around half of all U.S. consumers plan to make a small luxury purchase in the next 6 months. These consist of items like specialty foods, luxury apparel, and luxury personal care products. Nearly a fourth of possible luxury buyers belong to online shopping groups that offer deals and discounts. Those sites tend to increase the likelihood that a member will raise their luxury spending. And they tend to be younger. In fact, 35% of millennials say the likelihood they'll buy luxury goods is up over last year. Baby boomers, on the other hand, 46% say the possibility of purchasing luxury items has gone down. 45% of millennials say shopping in-store is important to them, but luxury shopping is still subject to showrooming among all demos. 20% of consumers say they've purchased an item online after checking it out in a store. As always, sending the right message to the right people is key. But the good news is there's a newly expanding group of consumers who aren't afraid to splurge once in a while. Sales guru Kelly Robertson has some very practical tips on how you can become a better, stronger salesperson. Top sellers are always prepared for potential objections, anticipate possible objections, and have a response ready before the sales call. At the end of every call or meeting, always establish next steps. Decision makers are busy, so this will help keep them on task. Make sure you follow up after your initial call or meeting. That sounds simple, but many sales have been lost because the rep failed to make the next contact. Your pipeline should always be full, which means you have to be continually prospecting. Avoid the highs and lows and schedule time every week to prospect for new business. Connect with the decision maker whenever possible. Dealing with people who don't have buying authority can be a waste of time. Yes, it's easier to connect with someone on a lower rung, but it slows down the entire sales process. And top sellers are always looking for ways to keep in touch with their clients. A sale is not a one-time deal, so do whatever you need to stay top of mind. These tips in and of themselves won't necessarily make you great. In most cases, a top-performing seller applies a number of these best practices to their daily routine. So mix and match to see what works best for you. That's it for this edition of Media Sales Monthly. I'm Douglas Sells.